Hey guys, so as we're developing our kipping pull-ups, we need dedicated practice time. It's not enough just to try kipping pull-ups in a workout and even change our workouts. We talk about training and testing. It's not enough to even do our training workouts where we're going a little slower to focus on the pull-ups. It's just not going to be enough. We need that added practice time. It's really hard on people's hands. And the more we do the kipping practice time, the more we really have to limit how much time we're spending on the bar. So our recommendation is you can practice pull-ups 2 to 3 times a week, and we have to be really, really careful with how many reps you're doing. So 2 to 3 times a week, and each of those practice sessions should be about 10 minutes long, and we want to separate them by 48 hours. So generally what we're looking for is 50 to 75 reps of practice. So we like to break those down, and when we jump up on the bar and start swinging around to do our drills or our pull-ups or work on the timing, whatever we're going to work on, we like to do it in sets of 3 to 5. Okay, that's going to give us a lot of dedicated time to get work done and sit and think about the work we can do and how we could improve it. So it gives us a good balance of getting work in and reflecting on the work we're doing. So sets of 3 to 5, and make sure you count your reps. So have a strategy for that. Either have a little note card or a whiteboard, or we use poker chips in the gym and you can just put them to the side. But let's really pay attention to how many reps you're doing, and let's not go past that 75 mark. In workouts, typically what you'll see is pull-ups between the 50 and 150 mark, 150 being on the far end. And what we typically see in the gym is once we start getting close to that 100 mark, we start seeing people's hands tear. As soon as your hands tear, now you're going to be at a deficit for a few weeks as your hands start to heal up. So it's completely worth, especially if you want to get in the kipping pull-up practice time, it's completely worth controlling your reps and making sure that number stays about 50 to 75. And if you feel like the skin of your hands is going, call it quits for that day. So the other thing we like to do is sub out movement. So if we're going to be doing more kipping pull-up practice before a class or before a workout, we need to make sure that we're staying on that day and the days around it around that 50 to 75 mark. So if the workout calls for pull-ups, usually that's not the best day to practice your pull-ups unless you're going to sub out your pull-ups for something else. So if your workout calls for pull-ups that day, what would be a really good thing to do is to practice your kipping pull-ups beforehand, 10 minutes, 50 to 75 reps, and then let's exchange the pull-up in the workout for either ring rows or bent over barbell rows. So we'll get some pulling motion in that's a little easier on your hands. That way we can develop that strength in the workout and we can get the skill work in we need before class. So another thing we see is when people are doing their 50 to 75 reps of practice, and we're going to give you plenty of drills in the order and the progressions to go through to really develop your kipping pull-ups. But what we see over and over again is as people are going through the drills, they don't completely understand the intent, and they're just kind of going through the motions to get reps in. So it's not about how many reps you get in, it's about how many reps with intent you get in. So really pay attention to the intent of each of these drills, and are we working on a shoulder position? Are we working on a grip? Are we working on a body position? Are we working on rhythm in a swing? Are we working on a hip drive? Are we working on getting into the next rep? Whatever it might be, each of our drills has a very specific intent. And so if you just go through the drills and go through the progressions, that doesn't always lead you where you need to go. You need to do every single rep with intent. That way we actually are getting better and better from the work we're putting in. So over the next few videos and in this program, we're going to show you a bunch of drills and progressions that's going to move you towards getting that your kipping pull-up number to 3 times or more what your strict pull-up number is. All right, stay tuned. Talk to you guys soon.